Alright, KTC, here's my most flattering video that I plan to make in ever. I've definitely missed you this week. I hope things have been going all right in the pool, and I look forward to getting back at it with you next week. Feeling confident. I'm turning the corner now, starting to finally regulate my body temperature, and yeah, definitely be back at it on Tuesday at the pool. Probably wearing a mask though, keep you guys as healthy as possible, and we'll get back to some filming. Did want to do a couple updates. I saw a post on Facebook. Who was it? Josh, I think, was TheMagic5 day. Got my pairs. Not even pairs, because I got 3, so that would be just 3 3 sets of goggles. Anyway, I will have to say that the experience was very impressive from my perspective anyway. Usually when I get a pair of 30-ish, I think I paid $34 for each pair. Definitely do not come in a nice beautiful case. These are by far, when I put them on my face in terms of the eye sockets, well, without being in the water, they are the best fitting goggles I have ever felt. So I can't wait to be healthy next week, get back in the pool, and give these suckers a go. So anyway, if you are needing goggles, until I test them, I can't confirm whether they're good or not in the water, but man, they feel good on the face, and they quality looks pretty fantastic, and yeah, I can't wait to wear them. I got a pair of nice light blue ones, some clear ones, and some mirrored tinted ones for any open water sunny days. So basically, it's always nice to have a couple different pairs. Usually I'm always wearing clears or just the light blues anyway, regardless how sunny it is, because we're starting off usually pretty early. But definitely on some of those really bright sunny days, swimming open water, it's really nice to have a pair of tinted goggles. Or if you don't want your swim coach to know where you're looking and you want to conceal your eyes, because you don't want to respond to any potential feedback being provided at the side of the pool, then that would be another benefit of the mirrored fogged ones. Last night, really wanted to jump on Discord and give you a send-off for the FTP test. That was the most important workout of the week. If you weren't able to get that in yesterday, then I would highly recommend you trying to get that in sometime this week if you are going to be riding on Zwift with us doing workouts. The whole purpose behind the FTP test is to figure out your training zones so that we can prescribe the appropriate amount of intensity during the upcoming workouts. So if you did the FTP, great. If you loaded the Zwift sequence in the Zwift game, then it would have told you your FTP when you finished the test. However, if for some reason you forget what that number was, or you loaded the Training Peaks workout, that is no problem at all. I'm going to show you how to adjust your FTP so everything is dialed going forward. So hopefully, Pat, you don't mind. I should get rid of this thing up here. Hopefully you don't mind me using you as an example here. So this is Pat's FTP test from yesterday. If you click on any of the workouts, it expands it, and if you want to drill down even farther, click on the Analyze button. That's going to show you your metrics here. I can see power. Unfortunately, it looked like there's a couple dropouts that Pat sustained, not for very long. It might have cost you a couple watts, but not a big deal. If you want to see more data as well, you can go show all, and I can see now power data plus speed, which doesn't matter, cadence, which is kind of a good insight into, you know, where an athlete is feeling comfortable pedaling at, where they're feeling they're generating the most power, and then heart rate, which should increase and then stabilize as you progress through the test. So I'd be love to get some anecdotal feedback on how this went. Whether it was a good test, bad test, felt like crap, felt fantastic. happy with it, disappointed with it. Something happened, obviously, with the drops that could have played an impact, but that also helps. So if you want to get your FTP, you can drag across the duration of the test, which anytime you drag across and let go, it'll tell you the summary for just that section. So you can see right here, the duration is almost 20 minutes. I'm not exactly on, and that's okay. The average power is 235. So your FTP is 95% of that average. So if we take 235 and multiply it, oops, I'm doing the wrong math here. 235 and we multiply it by 0.95. We're looking at 223.25. Now that's a little bit lower than where Pat was. Sorry, Pat, picking on your not stellar performance, but we have had some off season, so that is totally to be expected. So 223.25, so I'll just say 223 would be the FTP zone. Once I've determined that, I do have to change it in Training Peaks and in Zwift, so I'm going to pop over to zones. And here you can make those adjustments. So power here, you can see it was at 256. I can come in here. I'm just going to flip it or bring it down to 223. And threshold power, I'm going to use the Andy method, calculate, apply it, and here are my new zones. So zone 1 from recovery all the way up to anaerobic capacity. I'll save and close that. The other thing that I'm going to want to do is make sure that Zwift is set up that way as well. So I'm going to pop into the game. You can, I believe, do it on the website as well, but it's super easy to do on the game. Going to skip it anyway. If I was to do a workout, obviously that's when your FTP matters most, especially if you're doing something on erg mode. So if I do, still have this stupid video bar. If I do click on the workouts, I can pick, I don't know, any workout here. Let's do a workout tutorial. Fit and fun, sure. So when you get to this screen here, this is where you can adjust the slider. So if I was Pat, I would want to make sure that I'm dialed in here at 223. And now my FTPs are in sync between Zwift and Training Peaks. So you do need to make that manual adjustment. It's not going to update that for you. Now, Zwift may give you updates to your FTP based on performance and bump it up for you. Again, it may change on any given day that you might be feeling good or bad. Even a few watts can make a little bit of a difference. So you're always welcome to move this a little bit, but that's where you'd want to set that before you start your workout. Sorry, I said 223. And close, there we go. And then work out and away you go. So that's it. Now you can be confident that the wattages in the workout are to your ability level, and they are going to elicit the desired training effect or training stress that we're trying to apply on you. So it shouldn't be too easy and it shouldn't be too hard. Just right. So that is that for the FTP test. So one other really cool feature that's been added to Training Peaks, as you can see here, is forecasts. So I can actually add what the forecast is calling for, however accurate it might be. And not that it probably will have much of an impact on whether we're riding or not, or running or not. If it's a miserable day, obviously I can make adjustments based on that forecast. But that is a cool little Training Peaks feature now that we can use to program the week. Other than that, that is it. I'm probably still not going to be up to training. I'm going to guess I'll be back next week. And so running tomorrow or riding, I'm still just living. Same with the weekend. I am going to get a link out if people are going to run on the Sunday. And other than that, I miss you guys. It really sucks sitting out this week, and I can't wait to get back at it with you next week. So stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Take care.